Hey guys, we're back here on the Dragster for I think this is like part 10 of this series. And then on today, what we're gonna get after, let me show you here. We're gonna go ahead and get the reverser out, and I'll explain all that as we pull it out. Gonna get the clutch can out, but to do that, we're gonna have to take apart these and swing the steering up out of the way. So we're gonna have to remove these bars, the clutch blowback struts. We're gonna have to remove these. These are a safety item to keep this whole thing from going this way should the clutch explode, and keeping it out of the driver's lap, for use of a nice word. And then get our clutch pedal out of it. Get all this linkage down, make sure this is all good. Clean all this up. You can see we've got a nice SFI housing, so that's not the problem. And unbolt this here. Take all these bolts out. Get all the nuts out that are holding the motor onto the back, and we should be able to slide this can out without the motor moving at all. And then we can see what's inside. I got a pretty good idea because I've had the inspection plate off before, but we'll leave that for a surprise for you guys in a minute here. Let me go ahead and start taking some of this apart, and we'll kind of show you as we go along. Okay, we're gonna start with the easy stuff. This lever here is for the reverser for the LENCO transmission. You can see it's LENCO, says reverser right on it. Basically, you do your burnout, you pull a shaft, it puts this transfer box into reverse, which spins the output shaft backwards, obviously, so you can back the vehicle up. But we gotta get this out first, and this is just a little T-handle on the end that unscrews. We'll unbolt it and get that part out of the way. Okay, so once you strip the steering brackets down, it flips up out of the way for now. And I can lay it on the engine. The kill wire is on here. And imagine if I just unbolted this here, this whole unit would just come out of the way for servicing, like in between rounds. But for today, it's good where it is. I'm probably just gonna disconnect it, get it on the way, get it on the shelf, so we can look at everything. But for today's purposes, give you a better look at the LENCO reverser and the can. And let me just keep going here. Okay, so we've disconnected our blowdown tubes, or brackets, or braces, or whatever you want to call them. Disconnected our clutch, and like everything else in this car, all the bolts everywhere you look, they're all, not torqued, not tighted, no Loctite on anything. Just kind of slopped together with, generic hardware store. It says grade 8 on them, but this is, you get true value. So we'll evaluate all our hardware here in a minute. But I did find 4 bolts that were actually tight on this car. Okay, I did find the 4 bolts that were tight on this, and they were the bolts that were hanging the transmission, or you want to call it the single speed with reverser, or whatever you want to call it. Those 4 bolts were actually tight. I mean, not like breaker bar tight, but 3/8 ratchet tight. And we'll go ahead and get this out. We'll go ahead and inspect it. I'm sure it's dry. I'm sure there's no fluid in it like there's supposed to be for a ready to run, restoration. And then we'll go ahead and look at the input shaft in it, if there even is one, and kind of evaluate what we got here and if this is a usable part at all. And here's an interesting little tidbit. These were the bolts that were, holding the transmission in place. Appear to be grade 5, small heads on them. But look at how long they were. I mean, that goes, I don't know if that's going to interfere with the clutch, but I would say those are also the wrong shit. So, okay, real easy. So we got our nice LENCO trans out of the thing. Couple things. As predicted, you can see there's the drain plug in the bottom of this thing. And again, no fluid at all. I don't know if you can even see in there, but yeah, it's dry. So no worries there. We're not going to be leaking all over the track if there's nothing to leak. And also, there should be a thingy here called an input shaft. Connect this to the transmission, which is gone. We're going to have to get Jeff to find one of those for us too. That's also another spline dude. So we can go back to that. And it's interesting that you can clock this transmission. Not that we need to or move anything, but that's where it is. Other than that, pretty simple. Appears to be brand new. You can hear the reverser going inside. Again, our coupler for the back to connect it to the rear differential. Not going to pull this open because I don't know enough about these, but I'm going to have Jeff take this to whoever services these LENCO transmissions. It appears brand new, but we can't be too safe, so I'm going to have him take this into the dealer or a guy or somebody to go through it just to make sure it's all good. And now, let's pull the can off this thing. And just one more thing to note before we take this all apart. See all these cool studs and bolts and everything else like that? Well, the geniuses that put this together did not make it serviceable at all because the bolts are a 7/16 head and the nuts that are through the studs into the motor, to get those off, that's 5/8. Dumb. Ease of serviceability is what you want when you have one of these things. So let's get this all apart and see what mysteries await us in here. All right, from this angle, you can see we have the can removed. Pretty easy, bunch of 11/16 nuts on the studs, just pulled right off. But, internet, let's count the missing parts. No input shaft, no clutch throwout bearing, no return spring, no nothing. This whole thing was empty, and empty beyond belief, because the next thing I'm going to show you, you're going to lose your head or your nuts or your mind or whatever, but here, take a look at this. And here's what you got. A whole lot of nothing. No clutch, no flywheel, no pilot bearing of any kind. It does have the correct crank in it because these early Hemis had that extended snout. So that's good. But yeah, there's nothing here, folks. So refund anyone? You know, ready to run, but all the parts to make it run from here to there, either gone, missing, incomplete, no lube, bullshit hardware, the whole thing. So take a look at this again. And let me even get a real good look at these, at the back of this crank here. See if we can focus. You know, there's never been anything on that at all. They did a real nice job of polishing the back of the motor plate where you could see, but where you couldn't see, they just left. So done sloppy, done poorly. The motor plate's held in with just these 4 little bolts holding up the whole back of the motor. The studs keep it in place. Is that enough? You tell me, internet. 1,800 horsepower, 4 hardware store bolts. I don't know. We'll consult the experts on this, but for now, this is what we're looking at. So we have parts to order, obviously. And yeah, so we're gonna wrap this exciting episode up of nothing. And again, let me show you nothing. Nothing! Hey! Nice SFI bell housing with no guts. So there you go. Take a good look. Take a good look. We already told you what was all not quite 100% with the rear end and the coupler and the transmission, and we need all these parts here. So we're gonna wrap this episode up here. Let Jeff know, we'll talk with Tony, we'll see what parts we need, source all this stuff. And of course, it's all gonna have to be probably all custom to fit what we have, or we just have to start over from here to here, from end to end, from, you know, the back of the motor all the way to the rear diff with all new stuff, or make this stuff work. I don't know what's gonna be better. But next episode, and just because it needs its own episode, the parachute and the cable and the linkage. Here's how you release the chute. You pull this and it springs up, and that pulls the cord, which that appears to be working. So that's good, but we don't know what's inside. And you're just gonna have to wait another week or so to find out, because this was enough for me for today. But that's it, guys. Comments, questions below. Do all the typing, share it, like it, subscribe to it, because we need all the help we can get starting the channel over. But let me know your thoughts on all this stuff. And thanks.